हेलो बच्चों, कैसे हो? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm posting the last video of this chapter, section formula. So I'm starting the topic midpoint formula, a brief introduction, and फिर हम कुछ क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे. इसके बाद I will post a channel the video on straight line, and फिर हम एक combined वीडियो बनाएंगे पूरी कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री का. जिन लोग को एक कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव रिवीजन करना होगा वो उस वीडियो से अपना रिवीजन कर सकते हैं. So I suggest you to subscribe the channel so that you may have continuous views on the videos, and you might see in sequence the practice and the topics and problem solving and comprehensive revision at the end. That is how we're going to post the videos. So I'm starting the topic today, the midpoint formula. You might have seen the first 3 videos on this chapter where I had discussed with you the section formula and many other things, the application of section formula, point of trisection, centroids, and everything else. So let me take today few more questions, and before that a little topic about midpoint formula. So here you can see I have got 2 points x and a and b. The coordinates of point A is x1 comma y1 and coordinates of point B is x2 comma y2. I got to find the midpoint of this P. The midpoint means the point P is, it is the application of midpoint formula, of section formula, sorry. It is, you can say, a corollary of section formula. So when I change the ratio as 1:1, then the dividing point becomes the midpoint of the line joining two given points A and B. So here you can see I have this ratio of 1:1, point P's dividing line. So if I apply section formula here as I have done here for you, so I got M1 x2. So this is M1, this is M2, x1 y1, x2 y2, x comma y. So x equals to M1 x2 plus M2 x1 upon 1 plus 1, M1 plus M2. That gives you x1 plus x2 upon 2, and the second coordinate, that is ordinate, is M1 y2 plus M2 y1 upon M1 plus M2, 1 into y2, 1 into y1 upon 1 plus 1. It again gives you y1 plus y2 upon 2. I hope this formula is clear to you now. So again I give you example right away. You got the coordinates 2, 3, and you got the coordinates say 4, 6, and we need to find the coordinates of midpoint. So simple, x equals, this is x1, this is y1, x2 and y2. X equals to 2 plus 4 upon 2 and y equals to 3 plus 6 upon 2. That gives you 3 and 9 upon 2. The coordinates of midpoints are 3, 9 by 2. That's how we solve the midpoint of any 2 points given to us. I move on from here now. So I will be taking some questions. Now I'm trying to leave some questions for you and some questions for the practice. Few I will solve here, few solve on your own. The comment section is open for everyone. Those who want to ask me any question, they have my number here. They can always call me or can join me on WhatsApp and can send me their questions here. You can ask me any kind of queries. You want to have some suggestions for your schedule, for your timetable, how to go ahead with the questions, how to take the topics. You can always contact me on WhatsApp. You can join our channel. We can always have suggestions on there. We can discuss everything about this any given time. So I got the point -6, 7 and 3, 5. So this point is P. I got to find the midpoint. This is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. So point P is x, y. X equals to -6 plus 3 by 2 and y equals to 7 plus 5 by 2. That gives you -3 by 2 and this gives you 6. So coordinates are -3 by 2, 6. That is the coordinates of midpoint of this line. I hope this is clear. It's a very simple and easy, straightforward topic for you. Point A and B have coordinates 3, 5 and x respectively. So I says to one thing in these questions, आपको हमेशा पहले एक डायग्राम ड्रॉ करना चाहिए, उस पर पॉइंट की लोकेशन को प्लेस करना चाहिए, उसके बाद फिर कैलकुलेशन मोड में जाना चाहिए. You should not do question right away. Don't try to calculate things in your mind. Try to keep pictures clear for you. That means you should try to make a diagram. Diagram takes only 5 seconds if you got to practice properly. So you got x comma y here, and the midpoint is 2 comma 3. Now I have the idea that 2 is the midpoint of 3 and x, and 3 is the midpoint for 5 and y. So if I don't write even the formula, 2 equals to 3 plus x upon 2, and 3 equals to 5 plus y upon 2. X is giving me 1 and y is giving me 1. The coordinates of point B is 1 comma 1. The diagram makes the question very easy. डायग्राम से आपको हमेशा एक क्लियर आइडिया रहता है कि आपको कैसे पॉइंट्स को प्लेस करना है और कैसे उनको सॉल्व करना है. सो माय सजेशन, always draw diagram for your questions. Now this question it also includes the distance formula. So if I write again the point goes like, I should make a triangle first of all. So I make triangle here. Triangle is ABC. Triangle A is 5 comma 3. Triangle A is 1 comma 1. Triangle C is 7 comma minus 3. And they are saying that L is a midpoint of AB and M is a midpoint of AC. If I join this line LM, I got the coordinates of L as so coordinates of L. This is the midpoint. Now this is x comma y. This is x1 y1 and x2 y2. Should I do it directly for you? So you got x equals to 5 minus 1 upon 2 and y equals to 3 plus 1 upon 2. That gives you 2 and 2 again. So coordinates of point L is 2 comma 2. Coordinates of point M, so I hope you can calculate them in your mind also. 7 plus 5 upon 2 and 3 minus 3 upon 2. 6 comma 0. Points of M. Now you should keep on putting values in your diagram. You should not write things just like that. Make diagram, mark point on that. I got to show LM is half of BC. Actually distance formula has been removed from the syllabus, but still I can use it here. I can find a value of distance of LM or length of LM. I hope you remember the distance formula. x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. This gives me 16 plus 4, that is root 20. And distance for BC would gives me minus 1 plus 7 plus 1 whole square plus 1 plus 3 whole square. So that gives you 64 plus 16. That gives you root 80. What is root 20? I'm doing it here. What is LM? Root 20 is 2 root 5. And what is the value of BC? BC is 4 root 5. So you got LM by BC equals to 2 root 5 upon 4 root 5. So this is cancelled. You got 1 upon 2 is the answer. And you can see LM upon BC is 1 upon 2. So LM equals to BC upon 2. This is what I had to show. So distance is although not in our syllabus, so I will not say to this question. I have solved it just in case you want to know how to find distance. So distance निकालने के लिए हमको distance formula यूज करना पड़ेगा और उनका रेशियो निकालना है. हमेशा कन्वर्ट करिए रूट 20 को एंड रूट 80 को उनके मिक्स्ड फॉर्म में और उसके बाद उनका रेशियो. जनरली जो इरेशनल पार्ट है वो सेम आ जाता है क्योंकि इसको कैंसिल होना है. So I'm moving on from here to the next question. Now I'm leaving this question for you. This is the same question. I'm making a diagram. M is the midpoint of and so you got 1 equals to minus 5 plus x 1 upon 2 and 7 equals to y1 plus 10 upon 2. I hope by now you're solving questions simply on your own, and y1 equals to 4. So coordinates of A is 7, 4. So part 2 is same like this. I'm not solving for you. You must solve this question on your own. You should try to solve as many questions as possible on your own. So this question is important because you have a diagram in this. So the concept here, coordinates of A is 0, y, point lying on y-axis, and coordinates of B is x, 0, point lying on x-axis. Fine. And this is the midpoint of line AB. So what can I do with this? I can write 3. So I can put a point here, 0, y. Don't bother about the negative or positive sign. Just put x, 0 and 0, y. So minus 3 equals to 0 plus x upon 2 and 2 equals to y plus 0 upon 2. That gives me x equals to minus 6 and y equals to 4. So this coordinates of point A are 0, 4. Coordinates of point B are minus 6, 0. The question is clear. Diagram makes things very easy. If you follow diagram, if you get a concept of the point lying on x-axis and y-axis, question is very easy. Coordinate geometry is a scoring part of your syllabus. This question is same. I'm not solving it for you, leaving it for you. Question number 7. Again, the same thing. You have a triangle minus 5, 2, 3, minus 6, 7, 4, and this point is not known to us. They are saying find the length of median through vertex. Okay, so slight change. Through vertex 3, minus 6. I might make one more median like this and take it as I don't need this median. I need only BE. Through B comes on AC, such that E is the midpoint of AC. Now coordinates of point E. Now what's median? So the concept building, you should know what is median. Median क्या होता है? मीडियन क्या होता है? मीडियन एक ऐसी लाइन होती है जो ट्रायंगल के वर्टेक्स को उसके अपोजिट बेस के मिड पॉइंट से ज्वाइन कर देती है. So I should find out first of all the coordinates of E. That will be minus 5 plus 7 upon 2 and 2 plus 4 upon 2. That gives you 1 and 3. Coordinates of E is 1, 3. Now we have the value of point B and value of point E. We got to find the length of median BE. 7 minus 3 whole square plus 4 plus 6 whole square. That is 16 plus 100. Alright, that gives you 116. You can find little factors of it, convert it into the mixed form or leave it here. It does not make any difference for you. Length of median is 116. Right, I guess clear. So the point you should know is the length, the median. What is median? So in your book or in your copy, make a note of it. What is median? अगर आपको मीडियन के बारे में पता होगा तो क्वेश्चन बहुत इजी है। अगर आप मीडियन के बारे में नहीं जानते हैं तो ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व नहीं हो सकता है। तो आपको इन फाइन पॉइंट्स के नोट्स साथ साथ में लिखते रहने चाहिए, ताकि जब भी आप प्रैक्टिस करें तो आपके पास एक नोट तैयार हो, पता लग जाए आपको कि मीडियन कैसे आया और हम क्यों मिड पॉइंट निकाल रहे हैं एसी लाइन का। क्वेश्चन नंबर 8, point this line ABCD. And they're saying that all these are equal. Okay, fine, they are equal. And I got to find the value of coordinates of A and coordinates of B. Take Mn, take xy, take x1, x2, your choice. x1, y1, x2, y2. Sorry, make it x2, y2. So now, got to find the value of A. So as you can see, this point B is dividing AB and BC, dividing AC into two equal parts. So indirectly, B is the midpoint. Of AC. So you can take 0 equals to x2 plus 1 upon 2 and 3 equals to y2 plus 8 upon 2. So x1 is minus 1 and y2 is minus 2. Coordinates of point A minus 1 comma minus 2. I hope you understand this step. And further, you can again see this point C is, I'm making a line here to make you understand. This line is C and D. Sorry, B and D, and this point is C. So you see BC and CD are equal. BC and CD are equal, right? BC and CD are equal. That means C is a midpoint of BD. I can do it directly now again. So 1 equals to 0 plus m by 2 and 8 equals to 3 plus n by 2. So m equals to 2 and n equals to 13. Coordinates of point D are 2, 13. That is how you calculate the value of coordinates here. Again, the same thing, diagram must be drawn. I'm writing in bold, diagram must be drawn. Very, very important. जो डायग्राम बनाएगा उसकी गलतियां रिड्यूस हो जाएंगी। एक सर्कल बनाते हैं, एक्सक्यूज माई सर्कल, एंड पॉइंट्स लेते हैं। वन एंड पॉइंट इज, and the center of circle is the other point is I need to find the coordinates of other end of it. यही है वो other end. आप इस वीडियो को पूरा देखिएगा, क्वेश्चंस को स्पीड स्लो कर लीजिएगा, क्वेश्चंस को संग संग सॉल्व करिएगा। जब आप साथ साथ क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे आपकी प्रैक्टिस हो जाएगी, और फिर एक बार बिना वीडियो देखे क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करिए, आपको उससे दोबारा प्रैक्टिस होगी। तब भी अगर नहीं आते हैं कॉन्टैक्ट मी। सो डायग्राम बनाया, सेंटर है डायमीटर का, सर्किल का सेंटर है, डायमीटर का मिड पॉइंट होगा, ये सेंटर सी हो गया। So I got 2 equals to minus 2 plus x upon 2 and minus 1 equals to 5 plus 5 plus y upon 2. That gives me 4 equals to minus 2 plus x and x equal to 6 and y equals to minus 7. So I have the other endpoint as 6 comma minus 7. I guess I expect that by now this topic is clear to you all. So I'm taking some questions for you and leaving these questions are the source of these questions are concise book. If you don't have this PDF, I will try to put the link of this PDF on the in the description. That will help you to have the questions from concise book. Apart from that, you can also use ML Agrawal book and always try to keep a record of pre-year board questions. I will put a link of my assignments in the comment section in the description of the video for you. You can take it from there. You can use those assignments. You can put the queries on comment section. We can solve it for you there. Okay, this question. Now, board gives you sometimes 3 mark questions like this. Let us have little bit description on this question. First of all, I've got 4 points of the quadrilateral. You don't know what is a quadrilateral, though I'm making a parallelogram, but I am not given कि quadrilateral है क्या. ये एक quadrilateral है. नाम तो पता नहीं है हमको इसका. हमको सिर्फ इसके चारों पॉइंट्स दे रखे हैं. फर्स्ट पॉइंट टू अंडरस्टैंड, चारों पॉइंट्स का ऑर्डर यही रखना है. इसको चेंज नहीं, आप कहीं भी शुरू करिए बट ऑर्डर को चेंज नहीं करना है. ऑर्डर ऐसा ही मेंटेन करना है. They are saying find the coordinates of AC and BD. What is AC? The diagonal. What is BD? The diagonal. आपको AC और BD के मिड पॉइंट्स फाइंड आउट करने हैं. एक बार आप AC का मिड पॉइंट निकालिए. 2 minus 4/2 comma 5 plus 3/2 minus 1 comma 4. एक बार दोबारा निकालते हैं. इस बार BD से निकालते हैं. So minus 3 plus 1/2 and 8 plus 0.2 minus 1 comma 4. Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2/2 minus 1 comma 4. So you see here very carefully, midpoint is same. Although along AC or along BD, midpoint is same. That is, diagonals have common midpoint. This ABCD is a parallelogram. Please understand and remember, this is the property of parallelogram. What property? That is, diagonals always have common midpoint. जहां पर diagonals के midpoint common हो, वहां पर आप उसको क्या मानिए? Parallelogram. जिस भी quadrilateral में diagonals का midpoint common आएगा, मतलब diagonals are bisecting each other. Diagonals are bisecting. It can be a parallelogram, it can be a square, it can be a rectangle, it can be a rhombus. But I should write the name of the basic of all the quadrilateral, and that is parallelogram. In the family of quadrilateral, parallelogram comes first and then the remaining questions comes over. Question number 12. The same category question, the same genre of question. I've got but you can see D point is missing. So they can give you a parallelogram, a rhombus, a square, or rectangle. Generally we get rhombus or parallelogram or square. We don't get rectangle generally, but they can give it to you. Because in all these 4 quadrilaterals, diagonals have common midpoint. And I got to find the 4th vertex of this quadrilateral. So what can I do is that I can join the diagonal, और मैं diagonal का एक midpoint find out कर लूँ, and also I can join the other diagonal और उनके midpoints common होंगे. Common midpoint इसका basic keyword है. And we know the endpoints of BD first of all. Got the points of B and D. 3 plus 1 upon 2. 5 plus 3 upon 4 upon 2. 2 comma 4. And I find, now I use this midpoint for the other diagonal. अब मैं दूसरी diagonal में use करूंगा इस midpoint को such that मुझको एक endpoint नहीं मालूम है और midpoint पता है 2 equals to minus 1 plus m upon 2 and 4 equals to 0 plus n upon 2. It will give me m, 4 plus 1, 5. M equals to 5 and n equals to 8. Coordinates of point C are 5, 8. It's a very easy question. If you do it properly, if you use the property, the concept is that, so what is the concept? Write down in the copy or in the book here you're doing here. I always prefer to write in the book along with the question. You should write down what is the concept. That diagonals of parallelogram have common midpoint. I hope you understand this. I hope the question is clear to you. The question of centroid. So explain you first of all, what is the centroid? Board has given the question of centroid many a times, and students are confused in centroid and circumcenter. So पहले आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि सेंट्रॉइड और सर्कमसेंटर में क्या डिफरेंस है. सर्कमसेंटर और सेंट्रॉइड में क्या डिफरेंस है? सेंट्रॉइड ट्राइंगल्स की मीडियन का पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्करेंसी होता है और सर्कमसेंटर ट्राइंगल की बाइसेक्टर ऑफ साइड्स का पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्करेंसी. पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्करेंसी मतलब पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन. तो अगर मैं एबीसी 3 वर्टिसेस हैं मेरे पास और मैं एक ऐसा पॉइंट फाइंड आउट कर लूं जिस पॉइंट से तीनों मीडियंस पास ऑन हो रहे हैं, ये सारे मीडियंस हैं, और ये सब इक्वल दे रखे हैं हमको. अंडरस्टैंड? तो ये मीडियंस हो गए. ना मीडियंस क्या करते हैं? मीडियंस एक पॉइंट से ही पास होते हैं, वो कॉन्करेंट लाइंस होती हैं जिसके पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्करेंसी को हम सेंट्रॉइड कहते हैं. सेंट्रॉइड की प्रॉपर्टी क्या होती है? सेंट्रॉइड मीडियन को 2:1 के रेशियो में डिवाइड करता है. हम इसका प्रूफ नहीं करते हैं जनरली, हम कर सकते हैं. इट्स अ वेरी इजी प्रूफ. आई गिव यू अ बेसिक आइडिया ऑफ प्रूविंग ऑफ दिस सेंट्रॉइड फॉर्मूला. हम पहले ई पॉइंट को फाइंड आउट कर लें. हम पॉइंट ए को x1/1, x2/2, x3/3 ले लें. हम BC का मिड पॉइंट निकालें, ई पॉइंट पर आ जाएगा, एंड देन उस A और E पॉइंट के बीच में लगाएं सेक्शन फॉर्मूला विद द रेशियो ऑफ 2:1. दैट गिव्स मी द कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ पॉइंट G, and that will be x1 plus x2. So the formula for centroid, x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3, and y equals to y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. I'm giving you the source of question as concise. So if you have a concise book with you, आप उस concise book के questions को इस वीडियो से मैच कर सकते हैं और आपको इस क्वेश्चन के इस वीडियो के अंदर जनरली सारे इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस के सॉल्यूशंस मिल सकते हैं. आपको जो भी नहीं आएगा मुझको एक्सरसाइज नंबर और क्वेश्चन नंबर भेजिए या क्वेश्चन का एक पिक भेज दीजिए. आई विल सेंड यू सॉल्यूशन ऑफ दैट क्वेश्चन. So point is 7 comma minus 2, point B is 0 comma 1, and point C is minus 1 comma 4. Put the value here, 7 plus 0 minus 1 upon 2, 6 upon 2 is 3, and put the value of Y as minus 2 plus 1 plus 4 upon, I got 6 upon 3, 2. And I got here 5 minus 2, 3 upon 3, 1. Centroid is 2 comma 1. I hope the question is easier. The question is difficult. If the question is difficult, you can always ask me personally. Same question again. I'm ending my video with this question. Point A is point PQR. So point P, point Q, and point R. Point Q minus 6 comma 5, point R 11 comma 8, and point P is not known to us. I can take it as M comma N, and the centroid is 2 comma minus 5. Again, my suggestion, draw diagram. डायग्राम बनाइए. डायग्राम में पॉइंट्स को प्लेस करिए उनकी लोकेशन पर. इट विल ऑलवेज give you the better idea of the question. And now what I have to do, just put the centroid formula for centroid. 2 equals to m minus 6 plus 11 upon 3, and minus 5 equals to n plus 5 plus 8 upon 3. This is 6 plus 6 minus 11 equals to m. M equals to 1. This is minus 15 minus 5 minus 8 equals to n. N equals to minus 28 by 3. So the coordinates of point M, 1 comma minus 28 by 3. I think I have covered all the aspects of this chapter. मैंने इसमें सब कुछ कवर कर लिया है चैप्टर के अंदर. अभी भी अगर कोई क्वेश्चन रह गया है बच्चों, मुझे आप उसको सेंड कर दीजिए, मुझे उसका नंबर भेज दीजिए, मुझे बुक का नंबर, बुक का पेज नंबर और क्वेश्चन नंबर भेज दीजिए, मुझे मेरे नंबर पर व्हाट्सएप कर दीजिए क्वेश्चन. I will send you the solution of that question. This channel is here to provide a comprehensive guidance for studying maths of ICSE board and CBSE board. We are having a common topics here. This topic is common in both the boards. आप कंसाइज बुक से पढ़ाई करिए ICSE बोर्ड के लिए, आप आर शर्मा या ML अग्रवाल से पढ़ाई करिए CBSE बोर्ड के लिए. आपके पास दोनों के ही सेम क्वेश्चंस मिल जाएंगे, बहुत सारे सेम टॉपिक से मिल जाएंगे. I will make a separate video now for a comprehensive one-shot video for the entire topic, where I will revise all the formulas, all the aspects, all the concept of the question. I will solve some board questions there as well, which are comprising of the section formula, point of trisection and midpoint formula. Thank you बच्चों. इस वीडियो को देखिए, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिए. जितना ज़्यादा आप सब्सक्राइब करेंगे चैनल को और मुझे अपने सजेशन सेंड करेंगे, I will improve these videos by that. Thank you very much.